You sleep 7 hours every night, follow all the perfect sleep rules, but still wake up like a zombie craving intravenous coffee. Meanwhile, in Japan, people sleep 5 hours and wake up more energized than you after an entire weekend in bed. The difference isn't in the amount of sleep, but in how they prepare their body and mind to truly rest. Americans treat sleep like it's a light switch. Lie down in bed, close your eyes, and wait for miracles to happen. The Japanese understand that sleep is like a symphony orchestra that needs preparation, ritual and harmony to function perfectly. They discovered that small adjustments in nighttime routine can completely transform rest quality without radical life changes in your schedule. The first Japanese habit that will revolutionize your sleep is so simple you'll wonder why you never tried it before. They practice what they call yudansha, the ritual of gradually slowing down 2 hours before sleep as mental preparation. No Netflix until the last hour, no infinite scrolling on your phone until your eyes burn from unnecessary fatigue and overstimulation. Instead, they create a smooth transition between the hectic day and peaceful night through carefully chosen relaxing activities. Have you ever tried completely disconnecting from screens 2 hours before bed and felt like you were dying of boredom? The second habit solves exactly that problem. They replace digital entertainment with activities that naturally induce deep restorative sleep. Reading physical books, silent meditation, gentle stretching, or simply organizing the environment for the next day, calmly and mindfully. These activities lower cortisol levels and prepare the brain to produce melatonin naturally without artificial chemical sleep aids. The third Japanese habit goes against everything you learned about ideal temperature for sleeping in your bedroom at night. While Americans blast the air conditioning on maximum and bury themselves under heavy blankets, they do things completely differently. The Japanese keep the room slightly warm and use light blankets that allow natural body temperature regulation throughout sleep. They discovered that the body needs a gradual temperature drop to fall asleep, not an extreme thermal shock. Your bed isn't an industrial freezer. You're not a penguin that needs Arctic temperatures to rest peacefully at night. The fourth habit involves something most Americans consider impossible: eating dinner 3 hours before bedtime religiously every single night. While here we eat pizza at 11 p.m. and expect to sleep peacefully, the Japanese stop eating early. They understand that digestion and quality sleep are processes that compete for the same bodily resources during nighttime. When you lie down with a full stomach, your body is divided between digesting and resting adequately. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with heartburn or stomach discomfort after eating too late? The fifth Japanese habit is a specific breathing technique they practice religiously before falling asleep every single night, called Shinkokyu. This deep and controlled breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system within minutes of consistent practice. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Repeating this cycle until you feel your body relax. This simple technique reduces nighttime anxiety and significantly accelerates the transition to deep restorative sleep without any medication needed. The sixth habit will shock those who think evening exercise disrupts sleep. They do specific stretches before bedtime. These aren't intense exercises that accelerate the heart, but gentle movements that release muscle tension accumulated during stressful days. These stretches focus mainly on neck, shoulders, and spine, areas where we store stress and physical anxiety. 5 minutes of nighttime stretching can be more effective than sleeping pills for relaxing the entire body completely. Do you carry the day's stress in your muscles and expect it to magically disappear when you lie down? The seventh and final Japanese habit is revolutionary. They treat the bedroom like a sacred temple of sleep exclusively. No working in bed, eating in the room, or transforming the space into an improvised office during daytime hours. The brain needs to associate that environment exclusively with rest so that sleep happens naturally and quickly every night. They remove any visual stimulus that could distract the mind. Digital clocks, flashing lights, electronics with glowing standby lights. The room becomes a minimalist sanctuary where the only purpose is deep, restorative sleep that rejuvenates body and mind. But here's where most Americans fail. They try to implement all 7 habits at once and burn out. The Japanese approach is different. They add 1 habit per week, allowing the body to adapt gradually to changes. Start with the 2-hour screen detox tonight, then add the breathing technique next week. Then, the stretching routine gradually. Small, consistent changes compound into massive improvements in sleep quality over time, without overwhelming your current lifestyle or creating stress. Your sleep problems aren't because you're broken, or because you need expensive mattresses and fancy sleep technology gadgets. The solution has been hiding in plain sight for centuries, in a culture that values rest as medicine. Most Americans approach sleep like they approach everything else, with impatience, expecting instant results from minimal effort and commitment. The Japanese understand that quality sleep is a skill that must be cultivated through consistent practice and patience. Think about it. You spend 1/3 of your life sleeping, yet you put more effort into choosing coffee than sleep. These 7 habits aren't just about sleeping better. They're about respecting your body's natural rhythms and recovery needs. When you wake up truly rested, everything else in life becomes easier. Work, relationships, health, and mental clarity improve. You stop depending on caffeine to function like a normal human being throughout the day and feel naturally energized instead. Your immune system strengthens, your mood stabilizes, and your brain processes information more efficiently when properly rested nightly. But the most powerful transformation happens in your mindset. You stop seeing sleep as wasted time and lost productivity. Instead, you begin to understand that quality sleep is the foundation that makes everything else in life possible. The Japanese don't just sleep better, they live better because they prioritize recovery as much as activity. Have you been treating your sleep like an afterthought while wondering why you feel exhausted and unmotivated every morning? Tonight could be the night you finally break the cycle of poor sleep and constant fatigue that's been controlling your life. Remember what we started with. You don't need more hours of sleep. You need better quality sleep through simple habits. Just like the Japanese discovered centuries ago, small changes in how you prepare for sleep create massive improvements. Your journey to waking up refreshed and energized starts with choosing just one of these 7 habits to try tonight. Which habit will you implement first, and how do you think it will change your morning energy levels tomorrow?